to me a little bit about how privacy plays into this and what
Oh, right.
organizations need to be doing in this space as well.
Well, Lisa, that's it. I feel like the privacy bits are like a bottomless pit with relation to social media, because for starters, you're not even restricted to your own country. Whose rules are you actually applying? So I'm sat here in Europe. I might have a social media site, but it's actually, the systems run out of the US, but somebody is posting from Venezuela. Whose rules actually even apply to what data is being released? Second of all, I don't know that other person, so I've got to be very careful in a conversation online about releasing any data I do know about a real person. So you need to have a process in place to make sure you're controlling that conversation with people. Before you get too personal, you want to establish who you're really talking to and dealing with. You also need good guidance for your people not to be posting things online that are personal data, partly because of phishing, partly because of privacy legislation, and partly because it can just go very messy very quickly in terms of PR. I think there's numerous strands on the privacy aspect for this, and they're very hard to unravel. And I wouldn't even say I've got a full picture myself, because I don't always understand all the different jurisdictions involved, because there's 3 different parties. It could be in 3 different continents, never mind 3 different countries.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And as it pertains to data management, what would you say is the most concerning for you in that space? Because of privacy, we're clicking and we're effectively agreeing to be monitored, right? And then you have to know your customer. You don't necessarily know it's me. I could go out there with the name Mary Williams instead of Lisa Villanueva. So it creates quite the conundrum in my mind.
It really does, because you don't know the veracity of the data. Mm-hmm. You truly don't know. I actually, as an experiment, I set up a fake social media site. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that happened in this sphere, there were many aspects to it, and I took it down after only a week because it was getting too much of a headache. One of the things people did was they sent me their CVs for jobs. I didn't advertise for any jobs. They just sent them in because it looked like a mainstream company. So I had all their personal details. And it's amazing what some people put in a CV. I had tons of personal data just sent to me. People were oblivious to it. Now, obviously, I deleted the whole lot. It doesn't exist anymore. But if I was a bad actor, that would be the easiest way on earth to go phishing, I think. And your data's been compromised. Now, who are you going to sue when that data's compromised? I actually don't know what the illegal answer is to that. I don't know whether it's a social media company. It's certainly not going to be, because I'd be a criminal who's stolen your data.
Right.
That's how slack people are in the world of social media when it comes to data privacy.
Right. And the user anonymity, that's often a overlooked control weakness, is it not?
It's hugely overlooked. And sometimes the things I've seen people respond to people before they've established it's a real person, or even it's even remotely the same name, gender, race, anything about them, and they're sending emails back and you're going, no, hold on a second. You don't even know who they are yet. Right. You can't trust anything on social media. And what we often find is, if you did a good review, you'll find people who run their own businesses off your site. They're under fake names. They run fake sites on a fake site. Believe it or not, I've seen that. Everyone is you have to treat as a spoofer, unfortunately, until you can establish. So what you need is a process. When you think you've got a real person who's got a real complaint, it's actually quite good to then have a protocol to go and establish who they are. This can be involved right now. We'll take this offline. You message me, and then give me an email address, and then we'll start working through, give me an invoice number offline that I can go and check on our systems. It's that kind of thing that you need to do. You need a good protocol.